So I want to try making a series on this channel where I talk about thoughts and questions that pop into my head. A thing where I can put all my thoughts onto paper, or Google Docs, I guess, and just yap about what I want to yap about. I'm going to start with two things, because one of them ended up being way longer than I first anticipated. So let's just begin. So I love sharks. This is important information to know about me. So sharks have a lot of misinformation about them, like being violent monsters or something, but that's not true. The main reason for shark attacks is because people were bothering them, or because someone was in their territory, or they were threatened by them. Most cases of shark attacks that I've seen, at least, is because the person bothered the shark. There was one time I was watching Shark Week while on vacation, and this one person talked about how they got attacked by a shark, but admitted that it was their fault because they landed on the shark. So anyways, I love sharks and I could yap about them if you gave me the chance. If you were wondering, my favorite sharks are the lemon shark, and I think tiger sharks are also pretty cool. Oh, and hammerheads. I'm bad at putting things into words and making transitions, so let's move on to the next topic. This is one of the longer topics, aka, well, the second one that took me much longer to make because I actually did research. So, at the time of writing this, I talked with my brother about the London Bridge because I remember the rhyme. You know the one. London Bridge is falling down, so on and so forth. I asked if it had anything to do with real life, which my brother told me it was a form of public execution. So I did some research to fact check him, and it's not certain what its meaning is about according to Wikipedia, which I'll speak from now. The meaning of the rhyme is not certain. It may simply relate to the difficulties in bridging the river Thames. I probably pronounced that wrong. But a number of alternative explanations have been put forward. I also read that wrong, whatever. Viking attack explanation. One hypothesis of origin is the rhyme relates to the supposed destruction of London Bridge in Olaf II in 1014 or 1009. Or 1009, I don't know. I'm bad at numbers. The translation of the Norse saga, the Hemstringala, I can't pronounce that, so there's a lot of words that I can't pronounce because they're in a different language, so please just don't mind my poor pronunciation. Published by Samuel Longing in 1844, including a verse by Otar Savarti that looks very similar to the nursery rhyme, which I will be speaking, not singing, because I don't know how it goes. London Bridge is broken down, gold is won by, and bright renown, shields resounding, war horns sounding, Hild is shouting in the din, arrows singing, mail coats ringing, Odin makes our Olaf win. There's more, so I'll just recite the rest. I've already devoted enough of my time to this, and I want to give you guys answers, so... However, modern translations make it clear that Long was using the nursery rhyme as a model for his free translation, and reference to the London Bridge does not appear at the start of the verse, and it's likely that it's an earlier version of the nursery rhyme. Some historians have raised the possibility that the attack never took place. However, the origin document detailing the attack was written only about 100 years after what would be a famous event in a highly populated area, leading the majority of historians to conclude that the account is at least relatively accurate. Child sacrifice, I can't pronounce that word, explanation. Alice Bertha Gomez, later Lady Gomez, put forward the hypothesis that the song refers to burying, perhaps alive, of children in the foundations of the bridge. This theory was repeated by Leona and Peter Opie. This was based around the idea that a bridge would collapse unless the body of a human sacrifice was buried in its foundations, and that the watchman is actually a human sacrifice who then watch over the bridge. Bodies were found beneath the London Bridge in 2007, while building work was being carried out for the London Dungeons tourist attraction. So I assume that's the adaptation that my brother was thinking of. Age and damage explanation. Until the mid-18th century, the Old London Bridge was the crossing on the Thames in London. It was damaged in a major fire in 1633, the Great Fire. In the Great Fire of 1666, this damage acted as a fire break and prevented the flames from further damaging the bridge and crossing to the south bank of Thames. With its 19 narrow arches, it impeded river traffic and flow. Central piers were removed to create wider navigational span, widening, and the removal of its houses was completed in 1763. But it remained relatively narrow and needed continual and expensive repairs. In the early 19th century, it was decided to replace the bridge with a new construction. New London Bridge was opened in 1831 and survived until it was replaced in 1972 at the time. The 1831 bridge was dismantled and reconstructed in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Alright, thanks Wikipedia for that one. Thanks for watching and listening to me yap. If you like this one, I might do more things like this. So, that's all. Bye. Thanks for watching.